farmers are usually thought of as being pretty hard-nosed about their business and looking to maximise production, whether it's wheat, fruit or dairy. But working so closely with the land means that they also understand the pressure that our environment is under more than most, which is why one farmer's given over 160 acres of land near Whitstable just to encourage more bees.
Yes, now in this country there are around 250 bee species, but they're under real threat from climate change, habitat loss and disease. One of the rarest is the Shrill Carder bee, named after its high-pitched buzz, which is now only found in a handful of places, but one of them is Kent.
What they particularly need is an open meadow with lots of wildflowers. That's exactly the kind of land they've been recreating at Peen Hill. Our environment correspondent Yvette Austin is there now. And Yvette, Plan B, as it were, really seems to be working.
Yeah, well, so actually we heard that a special bee had been found here in this front garden near the farm, and we arrived expecting to use the owner's own photographs as proof. But lo and behold, as we walked down this path, there was one flying right round these flowers here. They're quite distinctive. It's not there now, it's a bit cold and wet, but yeah, really exciting.
Feeding up after her emergence from hibernation, one of the country's rarest bumblebees, the Shrill Carder bee, spotted in a front garden in Whitstable, where bumblebee experts have been carrying out a routine survey.
Kent really is now a stronghold for this very rare bee. Kent and the Thames estuary going into Essex. Other than that, we only find it in good numbers in South Wales, so this is a very, very special bee. It makes Kent very important for bumblebees as a whole right now.
She was found on a wild flower called white dead nettle. Some gardeners might call them weeds, but not Donna Richardson.
I'm absolutely natural here. I allow wild things with cultivated things, and I really like that mixture.
Donna's main gardening aim with her slightly untidy borders and small nursery business is to attract wildlife.
The whole reason why it's so surprising that she's here is because it's not a bee normally found in residential gardens. So I'm doing something right.
It's perhaps no coincidence, but one local farmer is helping nature on a larger scale. He's planting special seed mixes for birds and insects across much of his 160 acres.
In the countryside, the call has gone out. The conservation is key. We've, over the years, disregarded nature. And I think it's nice now that, we and other people can stop and say, hang on, we really need to be considering this now.
And it has this lovely dark black band along the thorax.
And if what's being done is good for the Shrill Carder bee, it's most likely good for other creatures too.
It's a bee that doesn't like to travel very far, which isn't so good. It likes open landscapes, so it doesn't do well when that countryside is broken up. It also has a very small nest size of about 100 bees. So all of those factors come together to make it vulnerable to human activity and changes in our landscape.
And as the bee returned safely to her flower, another joined her. Signs there could be a healthy population in the area.
So in the end, we saw two rare Shrill Carder bees together. We couldn't have been more lucky, and really exciting too for the Bumblebee Conservation Trust, who's been working with the farmers and the landowners here and all the way around the North Kent coast to enhance the habitat for wild bees, because Kent really is a hotspot for bumblebees and especially the rare ones.
Okay, Yvette, thank you.
Now usually, if you were at 21,